Ontario residents have several important government benefit payments arriving in May 2026, with deposits scheduled throughout the month for families, seniors, retirees, and lower income households. The month begins with the Ontario Trillium Benefit, which is scheduled for Friday, May 8th. This payment is administered by the Canada Revenue Agency on behalf of the Ontario government and supports eligible residents with costs linked to energy, property tax, sales tax, and living expenses. The payment combines three separate credits: the Ontario Energy and Property Tax Credit, the Northern Ontario Energy Credit, and the Ontario Sales Tax Credit. Eligibility depends on factors such as Ontario residency, income, age, marital status, rent or property tax paid, home energy costs, and whether someone lives in Northern Ontario. Several Ontario Trillium benefit component amounts are also increasing in July 2026. The Ontario Sales Tax Credit will rise to $378 per adult and child. The Ontario Energy and Property Tax Credit will rise to $1,307 for non-seniors and $1,488 for seniors. The Northern Ontario Energy Credit will rise to $189 for single individuals with no children and $290 for couples and single parents. The Canada Child Benefit is the next major payment, scheduled for Wednesday, May 20th. This tax-free monthly payment helps eligible families with children under 18. For the current benefit year, families may receive up to $7,997 annually for each child under 6 and up to $6,748 annually for each child aged 6 to 17. These amounts are based on adjusted family net income, family size, custody arrangements, and other household changes. The Canada Child Benefit is also increasing in July 2026. The maximum annual amount will rise to $8,157 for each child under 6 and $6,883 for each child aged 6 to 17. That means eligible families receiving the maximum amount could see an annual increase of $160 for each younger child and $135 for each older child. The final major May payment date is Wednesday, May 27th, when Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security payments are scheduled. These are Service Canada payments, not Canada Revenue Agency payments, but many residents track them alongside other federal benefit dates. CPP depends on contributions, work history, and the age someone starts receiving it. OAS is available to most seniors aged 65 and older, while low-income seniors may also qualify for the Guaranteed Income Supplement. OAS amounts are expected to rise again in July 2026, although the final increase is not yet officially confirmed. Based on inflation data, the increase could land around 1.1% to 1.3%. Residents should check CRA My Account for Ontario Trillium Benefit and Canada Child Benefit details, and My Service Canada account for CPP and OAS. Filing the 2025 tax return, updating direct deposit, and keeping personal information current are key steps to avoid payment delays.